How's it going, everybody? Chapter K-Man Precision. Got a little review video on the Sevr 21 target. It's about 12 o'clock at night. Finally had time to do this video. Everyone's asleep. But yeah, gonna run through this little review. Hopefully it's not super long. But about this new target that I got. I've had it for about 2 months now, and it's pretty good. So it's holding up pretty solid. I'm not gonna be like, it's not gonna be like a regular review. This is just gonna be like things that I like about it, some pros, some cons, and the con is there's only one, and the rest is I love this target. But the dimensions is, I got some notes too, so I don't get off track. But the dimensions is 21 by 17 by 13. So it's a decent sized target. I shot the blocks before, 6 by 6, and just a regular, I think like the large block, which hold up pretty good. I like them, but I was kind of chewing through them. At my house, I get about 30 yards, and my arrow is about 460 grains. So I mean, after a while, the middle gets kind of chewed up. I do shoot different spots, but I like shooting groups. And so the middle would get chewed up, and my arrows would just wouldn't fully blow out the back, but they would pop through the other side until they started shooting out the back. But wanted to upgrade, and there's actually 2 versions of this. There's a unblemished version and a blemished version. I have the blemished version. Unblemished is 200, and blemished is 159, so 160. And the problems with the blemish is, I guess, like minor paint issues, some surface imperfections, and there's certain spots there's like these little divots, so I'm assuming it's like air pockets, air in the mold that's not allowing it to like sit flat, which is minor. Another thing is there's a blemish, a foam density blemish, so there might be some pockets of air inside this target, which I've had times where I've pulled out an arrow and it's like hard to pull, and then it gets really easy and hard again. So I'm assuming that there might be a little air pocket, but for now it's holding up pretty good. It comes with it's supposed to be easy pull, which yes and no. It comes with a free arrow puller, so my assumption is if it's easy to pull, why does it have an arrow puller? But I guess in certain temperatures it may be harder to pull. I live in Hawaii, so it's pretty much 80 and shiny, 80 and sunny, so very, very few times it gets cold. And I live in like the lowest part of Hawaii, or lowest part of Maui, so it's pretty hot all year long. It also comes with 10 golf tees, which I've heard guys in the past actually like set those up to shoot the golf tees, which is pretty cool. I haven't used them yet. I might later on, I might pin up a target and maybe shoot like a John Dudley, a knock-on target. But it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shootable sides. This is like, so I don't know if you can see, but this is like my long distance side that I shoot. It actually has a what is it, like an X or a cross, which I actually sighted in my left and rights and up and downs with this, which is I think it's pretty cool, just to get like my 20 and 30 dialed. But it also has this grid system in the back, which is, it's heavy too. It's about 31 pounds. So it definitely has some weight behind it. But it has these 1-inch little squares. I've seen guys just actually paint a line, but I painted 2 squares all the way down. And that contrasts at like 70, 80 yards when I think my bottom pin is green. when my bottom pin is just like sitting in the middle, it kind of blurs out. But as soon as I get pushed off, like left, right, up and down, that green pin stands out on that black, so I know I can like, kind of like dial back in. That's why I made 2 squares instead of just painting a line. Give me a little bit more forgiveness. What else? It has these straps which you could stack targets. Everyone, that's on other reviews, but like these straps you can stack targets. That's pretty much it. So I'm gonna go into pros with this thing. One thing about Sevr, I think it's $99. I'm pretty sure, but anything over $99 is free shipping. And I know in the mainland it's like probably not the biggest deal, but living out in Hawaii, we get smoked by shipping. I mean, you can buy something that's $50, and if it weighs a certain it's over a certain weight, you're gonna be paying about $100 just to get it here. So you're paying more in shipping than you are for the actual product. So to actually have free shipping is amazing. I mean, that's one of the cons of living in Hawaii is no matter what, you get things shipped here, whether it's on a plane, whether it's by boat, helicopter, it doesn't matter. It's gonna get shipped here one way or the other, which usually you pay a pretty penny for. Another pro is I like the shootability. Like you have dots here, you have a blank surface, you have dots here, dots on that side. So it gives you a lot of option to actually shoot, which I think is amazing because I love shooting groups, but after a while you start knocking off arrows, Robin Hooding, cutting fletches. So to actually have and they're painted on, so to have the opportunity to shoot different dots, and like I can shoot this side out to like 60, 70, 100 yards, and then when I'm shooting 30, can turn it into the smaller side, so you actually can like fine tune some things, and you're not wasting a big side at shorter distances. And you can turn it sideways, so especially on this side with the 2. Lift this up. You can shoot it, turn it sideways, so like if you and your buddy are shooting a competition, you each got a dot, you guys can just group shoot, which I think is cool. This thing is durable. That's another pro. This thing is durable. I've put up quite a bit of shots. So also my friends put some shots in it. My buddy actually has the unblemished version, so I got the blemished. We're just gonna try and compare which one is better. If the unblemished holds up as good as the blemished, then you know, save yourself $40 and get the blemished one. This thing is durable, and like I mentioned before in the price, the blemish is $159, so you're saving $40, $41, which could go to, you know, buying your girlfriend or wife going out to dinner, or paying gas, not something besides putting $200 into a target, because $200 it's quite a bit, but you also get what you pay for. And I believe that this is a good investment to have. I leave it out in the sun for a little while after I shoot, just because I put my bow down, maybe go get some water, stuff, forget about it. It's not like a regular target where you can just like grab it and go. I mean, I'm holding it like on one side, trying to hold the bow up. It's pretty heavy. It's a good sized target. It's dense, which you pay for. I think that's it for the pros. The only con that I have with this thing is, let me turn it around. And it also happened to my friend's one too. So it's not just a blemished one. There's these, so when you actually shoot, there's times where like I've shot, let's say, so like this, take this arrow. This is where I actually hit, but the amount of paint that comes flying off, I don't know if it's the paint that they use, or I don't know if it's just maybe in shipping to Hawaii what happened, but it literally, like, you hit one and it's like a shotgun just blew out the rest of the paint. So like my buddy tried it, and I'm putting on some just regular paint pens. But I don't know if this paint is actually gonna start to eat at the foam. Only time will tell. But I mean, like look at that. That's just one arrow, and it's almost like 1/4 of an inch of paint just missing. As you can tell, I mostly hit in the middle, so I'm super good. This is when I shoot close distances. Like when I get off work late and it's dark, I usually shoot about 4 feet away, 5 feet away, just set up the target and just get some reps in. Also, one thing I like about this target for how durable it is, because there is times where I get off work late and I can't shoot, so I just set it up, put a couple arrows in, and call it a day just to get some reps in. And I do shoot every day. I shoot every day, like whether it's 3 feet, 30 yards, 100 yards. It's every single day. There's times where I might have been really sick because I've had some germs, if you know what I mean. Those are some days that I didn't shoot, but besides that, if I'm fine, I'm fine. I'm shooting. And so like this is more reasonable. You know, hit the dot, the size of the arrow, I'll be okay with that. But when like you hit here and you're missing paint almost a whole 1/4 inch around the actual arrow, that's where I'm kind of like, I mean, I thought it was just mines, and then my buddy said the same thing. Like, yeah, man, I'm losing paint. My paint is just flaking off. So I don't know if it's just a paint that they use. Maybe in the mainland they don't have this problem, but out in Hawaii we seem this might be a problem. Only time will tell, especially with this paint pens. I might paint a couple more just to see what they do, but that's the only real con about this thing is the paint. The rest is, this target is amazing. I've shot the actual Sevr target or Sevr broadheads at this in practice mode, and it seemed to hold up pretty good. I've shot the 365 target, which is a good target. It's definitely dense, but when it went quickly. You know, it held up quite a bit, just thumping them in the middle. The dot selection is okay, and I just bought the replacement piece, the 10 by 10 by 10, just to try it out. I didn't want to buy a whole set, and I don't like it, so I just bought the replacement piece, which is like $60, and it lasted maybe about 3 months, which is on average what the block targets used to last. But it just seemed like when it went, and it's only 10 inches. Like, it's not that big, so whether I'm aiming up at the top corners, it just seemed to like really, and when you pull arrows, you'd have like that target foam come out, which for this I haven't had that problem yet. It seems to hold up pretty good. It is self-healing, which I don't know how much of that actually is like self-healing. Couple shots, you pull it out and you can see that hole just close up right away, which is pretty cool to actually see it happen. I don't know what it's doing internally, but yeah, I thought I'd do a quick little review on this. What else? Yeah, that's it. Pros. I have free shipping, and in parentheses, huge. Like, I can't get over the fact that it's free, and that is amazing. Like, for being that heavy, I know it said free shipping, and it's in the continental United States, and we're in the ocean, so we're not technically connected, but the free shipping is huge. Hands down, probably the best pro out of this thing. Yeah, I've tried this a couple times. It's pretty good. I don't know actually what side to use. So sometimes like I'll grab it and arrow just like keep sliding. We gotta get practice with it, but I usually just grab like right near the fletchings and just pull it out straight. And I haven't had a problem since, but when you like when I first shot into this and I went to just pull an arrow, I was like, whoa, my shoulder, almost tore my shoulder right off. So that was something I had to get used to. But yeah, other than that, this target is amazing. Hands down. Even if you don't shoot Sevr broadheads, this is still an amazing target to get. And try the blemished, you know, save yourself $41. It's probably 40 bucks because there's taxes, but yeah, try it out. Me and my buddy are going back and forth, seeing how his unblemished is, and his had the same thing, and his blemished or unblemished one actually had some more blemish issues than mine. So I don't know if that one snuck through. Like his one actually looks like it had like pores all over it. I don't know why I touched my face, but it looked like it had like craters all over it, like just dips from assuming air inside of the mold. And he paid 200 bucks, so I think that one might have slipped through the cracks. Who knows? All I know is go get yourself a Sevr target. If you're looking, check them out. Unblemished. Blemished. I'm just gonna keep saying that. Try it out. I got some shirts on the way. K-Man Precision shirts. I'll make a video on this, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.